Hey, come on in. Come on in. Just getting set up. Come on, guys. Come on in. Good afternoon. What's up? Let me get this turned down. And get us started. You know, I usually don't come in on the weekends. I usually don't. But, you know, I had family come in for the holidays. I hope you guys had a great holiday. How was your holiday? Come on in. We will get started in just a second. We're going to let more people come in just really quick, okay? Let me get this going for you guys. Come on in. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Sorry, guys. It's a little chilly, but how was your holiday? I hope you guys had a great holiday. I hope you guys had an awesome holiday. You know, sometimes it get tough. And I know a lot of us, you know, we lost loved ones. So trying to find our balance with spending a holiday without our loved ones. It's tough because you're learning how to live life without that person and the significant dates and things like that and not getting sad. So let's talk about that, right? So if you guys can hear me, I'm hoping you guys can hear me because sometimes when I'm up in the studio, it acts up. Yeah, you guys can. So listen. So let's talk about that. Okay, Michael. Well, hey, Michael. I don't have my glasses, so I can't really see. But listen, let's talk about significant dates and losing a loved one. And I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody. Thank you guys for joining. I ask that you follow, share, and invite others. Okay, so let's talk about significant losing someone, a loved one, and significant dates. So meaning like birthdays, holidays, you know, things that you guys would celebrate together. How to navigate this new life without your loved ones when those dates occur. So the most important thing is during your grieving process, some people grieve for years. Some people grieve for years, you know, 20, 30 years because they don't know how to properly grieve. And so I'll use myself as an example. So what I did when my father passed, and if you're just now following me, I was real close with my father. I'm the only girl, so I was a daddy's girl. You know, I was tomboy. That was my homie, right? And when he passed, I was 40. But for me, it doesn't matter how old I am or how old he was. That's not something that I was ready to do. So I'm using myself as an example of a way to grieve unhealthy. So for me, he said it his wishes. He didn't want a funeral. He didn't want these different things. He just wanted to just don't do a memorial, don't do anything, just be done, you know. And so we did that. So for me, it was able for me to just leave it as he was back in, you know, where I grew up from. He was still there, and I couldn't talk to him anyway because right before he passed, years, you know, before he passed, he had a trach in his throat. So months leading up to his death, he just stopped talking anyway. So I had gotten used to not talking to him on the phone. Now, for the ones that just joined, we're talking about how to navigate this new life after losing a loved one and celebrating holidays and their birthdays. So, what I did was pretend like it never happened. I cried, I acknowledged that he passed, but I didn't go through the process. I just left it there. When his birthday came, I never acknowledged his birthday. I was like, nope, oh well, you know, this is his birthday, and that was it. And I find a way to stay busy. You know, for the holidays, it was like, I can't talk to him anyway, you know, because he had the trach, he stopped talking anyway. And that's how I did for a couple of years until finally everything came to a head. And what happened is I ended up losing a close friend of mine. And then, I was going through my divorce, and I was going through the back and forth with different people, just being attacked left and right, right? And so, and it caused me to reach out to my father that I know was gone, but in that moment I was in the need of something. Thank you for the likes. I was in the need of something, so I picked up the phone to call him, and that registered. And at that moment it registered. He is gone. I have no friend. I have no nothing. This is it. He's gone. And I was forced to deal with it because I didn't know how to deal with it properly. I didn't know how to grieve properly. I didn't know how to do these things. That's why, as your coach, I'm going to teach you how to navigate your new life of losing a loved one and dealing with the holidays or significant other dates. And it is so important to help others do that. So, thing is, first off, you acknowledge, you go through the stages of grief, and you go through the anger, you go through the confusion, you go through the depression, you go through those things. I need you to allow yourself to go through these stages. However, you don't stay in these stages, because you have to tell yourself, like, it's more to this. I have to continue to purge. It doesn't stop. I have to acknowledge that this person is gone. I have to acknowledge that these holidays are going to come no matter what happened. As long as I have breath in my body, thank you guys for the likes. As long as I have breath in my body, these holidays are going to come. How am I going to deal with this? How do I want to deal with this? What steps am I going to take? Proper steps am I going to take to get me through this? And see, a lot of people go get vices. They drink, they smoke, they do different things to get them through that day, but all they're doing is intensifying. They're intensifying that feeling. And how they intensify it at this moment is numb, but when you come down or you sober up, it's like an extra fire that's lit in you, and then you search for that vice again to get you through. We don't want to do that, because the problem is going to stay there. The problem is going to be there until you face it. And facing it, it's simple, and it's easier said than done, but it really is to the point of simple. You have to acknowledge. That's the hardest part. Not burying, not going to the gravesite, not the birthdays. It's the acceptance. The acceptance of this person is gone. Saying to yourself and believing that, standing on that. And so when that holiday come, it's not the woe me. See, a lot of people tie emotions to that significant date. And that significant date is, okay, your loved one that passed on, this is their birthday. Or Christmas. And then they tie emotions to that. And what they say is, oh, it's their birthday. I'm supposed to feel like this. I'm supposed to feel a certain way. And that's not true. It's just a human nature. It's a learned behavior, a human nature that we force on ourselves to, we have to feel this way. When a person passes on, we tell ourselves and we register to ourselves that we have to feel this way. No, you have to change your way of thinking. So when their birthday comes, you do not tie, oh, I'm supposed to be sad, I'm supposed to cry. It may happen, and it's okay. Don't beat yourself up for having emotions, but that's not where you stay. Thank you for the likes. That's not where you're going to stay. Where you're going to stay is in the knowing, in the presence. And that's the thing that you have to understand. You have to stay in the present. Right now, how do I feel? Hey, good afternoon, buddy. What's going on, country boy? But you have to stay in the moment of how you feel right now. Yes, thank you. How you feel right now. And how you feel right now is, okay, it's the holiday. I'll use myself as an example. Thank you. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for that. What I would do is I acknowledge right now I'm sad. I'm sad. I miss my dad. I still cry. I miss my dad. Thank you so much. I miss him. I love him. That was my friend. That was my best friend. I knew that he loved me more than anybody else. Yeah, my mom birthed me, but to me, my dad loved me the mostest, right? So for me, I couldn't accept it, but now I understand that, okay, my dad's gone, but I still have to move on. So I acknowledge that I feel sad. If I feel like I want to cry, I cry. And then I get myself back up. And how I get myself back up is acknowledging that he's gone. Doesn't matter how much I cry, he's gone. Doesn't matter how much I think, he's gone. Doesn't matter if I put myself in a depressive state by sitting here and dwelling on what was. It's harsh. And that's why I'm using myself as an example. I need you guys to see it is very harsh and it hurts. Thank you so much for the follow. And it hurts so bad. But if I leave myself in a depressive state, what's going to happen? Life is going to continue on and I'm about to miss out on life. Dwelling on something that I can't control. And that's the major key. You can't control it. So you have to learn how to navigate. So now when his birthday comes, instead of me identifying his birthday, okay, I'm sad. No, I get sad. I get sad when it ain't his birthday. But it's okay. I acknowledge that. And now what I'm going to do is his birthday. He's not here to celebrate it. I mean, he's not here to celebrate it. Okay, do I want to let balloons? Do I want to celebrate his birthday? It's up to you. What do you want to do? But for me, it's just, okay, he's not here to celebrate it. My dad knew I loved him. Okay, I know that I still have life. I still have life in me. Thank you guys for joining. I still have life in me. I still have things to do. And I have to move on because I can't control that he's not here. I can control what's happening right now in my life. And then, hey, buddy, can you go downstairs, look in that little purse that I had and get my glasses, please, sir? And thank you. But I can control what's right now in the present. And in the present right now is my emotions. How do I want to feel? But I'm not going to do is suck it in like, oh, I'm not crying. No, I acknowledge and I have to move on. So during the holidays, I wanted to come on here and give the word of advice for, I wanted to give that word of advice for Thanksgiving, but I didn't have it in me to come in here and be fake with you guys. Like, you know, a lot of us coaches, you know, ministers, pastors, anyone that's in a leadership position, and then me as a life coach, what it is we put on a smile a lot of the times. And we come out here and give you the best of us, right? And we give you the best advice. But in the inside, we're broken down. We can't take that advice. So what I had to do is in that moment, accept and be me. Accept that what's going on around me, it's not about me fixing somebody. It's about me pouring into myself in this moment. And so I had family come down and I enjoyed the time with them, even though in the mix of it, I was still getting a little sad, right? But I was like, okay, it's okay. But what's happening right now? And what's happening right now, I had family here and I was full of love. I had love surrounding me. And I almost missed it by slipping into a slight depression because I was thinking about, you know, my loved one that is no longer here. So you guys, going into the Christmas holidays, I want you guys to take those tips and understand that, you know, and give me that towel right there. Those not the ones I need. Those are lopsided. I can't see. They fall off my face, son. Give me some. They're in my little bag that I wore today. It's on the countertop.
It is?
Yes. Thank you. Listen, that's my youngest one. He always want to half step with me. I mean, I told him to bring my reading glasses. He bring me some that's broken and they're going to tilt like this on my face. But we ain't even dealing with him right now. But yeah, so going into Christmas, I want you guys to go in with your heart full of love, not full of grief, or not full of hurt, not full of painful memories. I want you to find it in you, and that's why I say it's so important to go on a self-healing, self-love journey, because a lot of people don't know how to pour into themselves and have a heart full of love. You know what I mean? So I need you guys to look within. We got couple of weeks before Christmas, go within, go inward, and really, really, really pour into yourself. Acknowledge what was, acknowledge what's going on, acknowledge the loss of the loved one. And everybody grieves differently. And I'll tell you this, some of you will not be able to, you got to be a special type of person to go through a healing journey without counseling or therapy. So get the therapy, get the counseling, get what you need to get you through these milestones, because that's what they are, milestones. Because I know you get tired of the cliche, because I get tired of it, of the, within time it gets better. Well, whose time? What time you on? Because I need to get on that timeline. Because it's not seeming to get better. I had a little brother that was killed in 99. And guess what? Still hurt the same. You guys, thank you. I ask you guys like, share, and follow, okay? But, yeah. So going through this, get you a counseling. Is no glasses in there? Find your mama some glasses, son. I can't work with these, son.
Why?
Go look at my bathroom. Go look around for them. Look in the car.
I did.
No, you didn't. You treat me like dirt.
Inside the car.
Yeah, okay.
In your room.
But yeah. Tell your brother I'm live, okay? So with that, acknowledge what's going on. Acknowledge how you really feel. And, and appreciate the right now. So in order to go into the next holidays and into the next season or the next year, as you jump these timelines, as you walk into your new purpose, you have to go within and love on yourself and learn how to fill your heart. Let your heart be full of love. Let me tell you something. I go through so much, right? I go through so much with people. People try me because when I meet you, I give you the side that I feel appropriate to give you at that time. A lot of people don't need every side of you. You have to know when, and that's the spirit of discernment, when to show what to who, because everybody's not for you. So when you want to get to see the true side of people, if you come in with your vulnerable self, right, they're going to try and take advantage of you. But a good-hearted person, it doesn't matter if you come in with your vulnerable self, your strong self, or whatever it is, they're going to treat you right. Because they do right by people. They don't prejudge, right? So in the season, we're learning how to do what? How to approach others. Look how my son do me. Look at my glasses. They're my reading glasses. He treat me so bad. Thank you, Alfred. Hey, look. Thank you for the follow. They're a little lopsided, but we about to get through this thing so I can read y'all's comments. So yeah, so in this season we have to know how to pour into ourselves and make it full of love. So therefore, when we approach people, we're the example. Whether or not you want to be the example or not, we're the example for the next generation, right? So in this timeline and after this self-healing journey that you're going on and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing to be the best version of yourself, what happens is people come into your life and they see you. And they're like, dang, I just want to be like her. I want to live like her. I want to be alive like her. I want to laugh like her. I want to smile like she does, because you never know what a person is going through. And if you're doing right by people, you become that leader and you don't even know it. So as that leader, they're looking to you for that guidance. They're looking to you for advice. They're looking to you not just to see you fail, because a lot of people just come in your life because they need you to fail so they can feel better about themselves. See, when you are not doing well, then they feel better about themselves. It's like, oh, okay, then she's not all that, because they put you on a pedestal in their mind. And now they realize, okay, she's not all that. She's not all that as I played her to be all these years or all this time. So now it makes them feel good. And that's okay. Allow them to be who they are. Allow them to do their job. Allow them to cook. Let them cook. As I always say, let the enemy cook. See, when you allow the enemy to do his job, you can focus on your job. His job is to destroy. His job is to kill. I'm trying not to. Okay. Thank you so much for the gift. But listen, his job is to destroy. His job is to knock you off your block. His job is to make sure that you do not reach your higher self. That is his job. But if you doing your job, let me tell you how it go. When you doing your job, you can't be defeated because you're paying him no mind. That's how they say when they say confuse the enemy. Well, you done confused him because he's trying to figure out why you're not reacting, why you're not doing the things that he needs you to do. And that's because you're doing your job. And whatever your job is, if it's healing. Costico, can you tell your brother to bring me my glasses? I need my other reading glasses. He treat me so bad, son. As my oldest son, they come in here and support me. But listen, allow him to do his job. His job is to do just that. And when you lay down and you're not doing your job and you go on break for months at a time, meaning depression because you're not doing your job, meaning anxiety because you're not doing your job. When you start doing that, then he's able to really defeat you. He can't defeat you if you're doing it because everything that you, then he's able to really defeat you. He can't defeat you if you're doing it because everything that you do, if you're operating in your purpose, is blocking everything that he's throwing at you. So let's talk about it. So you're a healer. He's doing what he needs to do, making folks sick. You healing them. He can't make them sick. He can't play mind games because you're operating in your purpose as a life coach, as a pastor, as a minister, as a helper, whatever it is, you're operating in your purpose. And he can't do his job. It can't get to that person. It can only affect the person that's in low vibration, meaning the ones that's allowing depression to come up on them, allowing chaos to be in their life, allowing their mind to be the devil's playground. But when you're doing your job, he can't get to you. Like the enemy come for me so much. He come for me so much. And the same people that came against me and tried to destroy me or tear me down, take away from my character, mistreat me, do all these different things. Guess what happened? It backfired. Because all I did was to continue to stay in my purpose. Even when I got a divorce, when I sold my house, you had people gossiping about, oh, I'm losing a house because I'm going through a divorce. When that was never the case. God was blessing me with something much more. When I got rid of one vehicle to go get, because my mind, I wanted my dream car. And if you guys are new, my dream car was a Bentley. And that's where I was headed to go get my Bentley. I'm like, I'm going to get my Bentley. I don't care. I am happy. I'm grateful. I'm in this place that God is blessing me that I can go get it. But God has something else planned for me. So when I, downgraded from 2 vehicles to 1 so I can go get the car that I wanted, my dreams, right? He hit me with the no, I need you to go get this, which means that it's more of a blessing. So it just turned everything around from what I wanted. But what people thought was, oh, well, she lost a vehicle because of the divorce. That's silly. Why would I do that? When the whole time the marriage is not how I got anything. I work hard. My husband never bought me a thing, a house or anything, a car or anything. I worked hard. God blessed me with these things. So instead of me getting mad, and this was the enemy, they were throwing this narrative out and they were saying these different things of, oh, she's going crazy, or oh, she's this, or oh, she's she's out there, she's spinning out of control. And the whole time I was just operating and doing my job. I was standing in my purpose. See, God was setting me up. I was getting my life coaching certifications. I was making sure that I had my personal training certifications.
I think you left the last story.
Okay. I was, busy doing the things that I needed to do to be successful. I was busy trying to find acres because now I want to farm because these are the things God said that I needed to do. So all while these people were saying these things, and oh, by the way, I'm writing a book. So I got my head down, and this is what I'm telling you guys. When you're operating in your purpose and minding your business and doing what you're supposed to be doing, the enemy can't attack you. So even though they did all those things and said all those things about me, it never affected me. It just backfired on them because now it's time for me to stand in my purpose. And I have no idea all this chaos is going on behind me. Now they look foolish. They look like they're the hater. So all this time they're running to this person and that, saying these things about me. Now people are looking at that person like, hey, something wrong with you. You've been hating on old girl all this time. Do you see? When you operate in your purpose, you do not have to justify the lies that are being told about you. You does not have to fix or justify the the assassination to your character that they gave. Assassination, I'm sorry. But you don't have to justify that. You don't have to go and say, don't, this is not, you don't have to say anything, because the people that come up against you, they're not of you anyway. They're not on your same vibration. So what I'm trying to explain to you guys, stay focused on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You don't go behind anywhere and try and fix anything or justify anything that someone came and said about you. You just continue to be kind. That's how you get your blessing. Stay kind. Stay positive. Stay happy. Stay with your heart full of joy. Because if your heart is full of joy, how can the enemy attack you? See, it's when you surround yourself with peace, how can you be caught up in drama? You let it in. You are in control of your vessel, your mind, of everything. You control your mind. Everything that you want out of life, you control it. People are going to have something to say. It doesn't matter if I'm successful, if I'm the next Iyanla Vanzant, however you pronounce her name, or the next Oprah, or the next whatever. It doesn't matter. Guess what? It's going to be somebody out there that's saying, I remember when. I remember when. Yeah, but that ain't who I am. You remember when I was on the same vibration as you. That's what you remember. So it doesn't matter what people say or do. You continue to control your mind and control your heart. Make sure it's full of joy. Make sure it's peace. Thank you, Melanie, for the follow. Make sure it's full of peace. You create your surrounding. You create the things that you want in life. Hey, Pop Hood, you create these things. Thank you for the like. So when people come around, they're going to come with drama. And guess who it's going to be? It's going to be your family. It's going to be your brother, your sister, your mama, your cousin, your daddy. It's going to be all these folks. Hey, boo. It's going to be all those folks. Your so-called friends. Everyone that you did right by. Thank you, Coco, for following. Everyone you did right by. Those are the ones that are going to be, when I say, let the enemy cook. Thank you, gorgeously odd. Let the enemy cook. Those are the enemy. Let them cook. Let them create the narrative that's in your life. Because when they don't know what's going on, you got to remember this. When a person don't know what's going on in your life, they create a narrative that makes them comfortable with your life. What do you mean by that, Coach Nye? So, okay, let's use me as an example. I'm on here doing my thing, doing my life coaching, doing the things that I know is part of my purpose. I'm out here teaching. I'm out here, filling up my classes, doing personal training. I'm operating under my purpose. I'm doing my thing. But because I'm silent to the outside world, because right now this is my world, they create a narrative. Oh, well, she probably this. Oh, well, she did this. Oh, well, this. That is the key, Melody. She's out here doing this, that, and the third because it'll make them feel better. So instead of them saying she's doing that, matter of fact, here's a good one. Here's a real good one. I had my son, he had his 2-week appointment, and I had a C-section. And I went in. My stomach was back flat. I didn't have the baby fupa, thing that we'd be having. I didn't have any of that. It went back flat. And the lady asked me. So this was her creating a narrative to make her feel good. So what she said is, you just had him? I said, yeah. She said, okay. Well, what did you do? She was like, wait, did you have a C-section? I said, yes. She said, oh, they gave you a tummy tuck. And after she said that, she said, oh, they gave you a tummy tuck. Here's your number. Go have a seat over there. That's not what happened at all. But if she would have asked me, I would have told her. So you see how she created that narrative to make herself feel good about herself? And the whole time what happened, as soon as I had my C-section, I wrapped. I didn't use the faja. I wrapped myself. It was a sweatband. And I wrapped myself. And I sat in there. And I know because I'm a personal trainer. So since I wrapped myself, I only ate high protein. And I drank water. Within those 2 weeks, I contracted back because I stayed wrapped morning, night, slept in it, woke up in it. Only time I took it off is when I took a shower. But those are things that I knew how to do, but she didn't act. She just created a narrative to make herself feel good. Same way with your family. You're minding your business, standing in your purpose, doing your job, and what are they doing? They're out, she going through a divorce, so you know how they get. They act out, they get on social media, and they do these things. They trying to be cute again. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep focusing on my glasses because these glasses are lopsided, and I asked my son to bring me my other glasses. He treat me so bad, and I'm going to tell everybody how bad he treat me, just so y'all can feel me on that one. But yeah, so with that, it was, they created that because they couldn't figure out what was going on with me. But see, they wasn't bold enough to ask me and say, hey, what's going on? And those so-called friends, family, like I said, it can be your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mama, your father. It can be anybody. Anybody that is not comfortable with your lifestyle will create a narrative. But they never call you and say, are you okay? What they call and tell you is, hey, I seen you on social media. I seen you on social media. I'm trying to figure out what you got going on. But not with the genuine, how are you? Because they don't really care. The lie is always better than the truth. It sounds better. It flows better. It's more entertaining. So they'll create their own narrative. But our job when we're in our purpose is to not care about that. It's to stand in it and continue to operate. Trust me, all those people, they'll always come back and they'll come back and say, my bad, I'm sorry, I thought, they said, they this, they. Who is they? Because when you tell me they, that means you said. I'm just saying, you are the they. Right? I cannot deal with these glasses. But yeah, you are the they. You are the one that causes the chaos. You are the one that caused the mess. You can't come and tell me what someone else say, because now I want to know, why are they so comfortable about talking about me to you? And you, my so-called friend. What did you say? Don't tell me what they said. Tell me what you said. Because in order for them to say the things that they said about me or my situation, they were comfortable enough to say it to you because obviously you were talking about it. Because a person that don't know you don't go straight off into the, hey, you know about such and such? No, you bring it up because we're a mutual friend thing. And that's what you have to remember. Let people be who they are. Let your fake friends, family reveal themselves. Let them reveal themselves. It's what are you going to do when they reveal themselves? Well, I'm going to tell you, as your coach, I'm telling you now, you're going to do nothing. You're not going to entertain it. You're going to take it for what it is. Because, hey, Key, wait a minute. Did you move yet? Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But listen, you stay quiet. You stay in your purpose. Allow them to be who they are, because this next thing matters. Your next step matters. And it's going to predict, or it's going to weigh, is God going to bless you or not? All right, baby, good. I'm going to pray for you before this over with. So if you stay long enough, I'm going to pray over your travel. So allow them to be who they are. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to stay quiet. You're going to let them have it. You're going to address them with love. What you're going to do is show them that other side of you that they didn't know that you had. Because some people come into your life when you're going through it, right? And they see one side of you, and then they create a narrative, and then they throw it out there, when the whole time you the life of the party. You the thug of the party. You the one that's going to get it popping. You the ride or die. You the real friend. It happens to me. People come into my life in situations and scenarios, and then they judge me off of that. When the whole time, I'm the one that you don't want to try, you know? And let's be real. I'm the one that will pop off. I'm the one that's going to have a good time. I'm the one that's the life of the party. But you didn't get to see that side of me because of the fact you did not use your intelligence. You wasn't emotionally intelligent enough to say that, hey, she got this going on. Let me see who she really is. Let me be genuine and ask her, is she okay? Or how can I assist? No, what they do is wait till you own. See, I'm on. I'm on. They wait till you on and they come back and they say, hey, my bad. I thought I should have did, you know. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But what I do, I don't be nasty to them when I really want to knock their head between the refrigerator and the cabinet, when I really want to between the wash and the dryer, when I really want to do these things because they done made me mad. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you love, because my job in this moment is to be a leader, because it's time for me to teach you something. Thank you so much for the follow. It's time for me to teach you something, because I know what my purpose is. I'm a teacher. So this is the moment that I have to teach you, because someone else is going to come to you with the same situation. And it is my job, before God will put any punishment on you, you have to learn from it. I'm your lesson. So I'm going to teach you how to handle that. So when you run into the situation again, because you'll be able to approach it in the proper way that it needs to be approached in. Yeah. But I'm not going to meet you. I'm not meeting you where you are. I'm not doing that, matching your energy. I'm not doing that, because my energy can't be matched. I'm a special kind of something. I'm kind of a big deal. You can't match my energy. I could teach you how to match my energy. See, when you chosen and when God has something for you, you a special kind of something. See, when you chosen and when God has something for you, you a special kind of something. Special kind of something. I'm sorry, you guys got
okay. So the person that's connected with you, you're connecting with strongly in your energy. This person with you, you're connecting with strongly in your energy. This person, they're